The recognized symbol of excellence in online entertainment.
This is G.I. Kyle. When I'm not taking shirtless selfies on Instagram and drinking White Claw while having hot sex with my wife Karen and making truck videos, I like to listen to the shows on VRS, Veteran Radio Syndicate, your home for the best quality veteran entertainment.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Sports Church, where we gather at the altar of competition to worship people playing with balls, driving around in circles, and beating the shit out of each other. I'm your host, John Kerming, a.k.a. Minnie. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. Ayoyes. I'm a card carrying member of the E4 Mafia, allegedly. And I'm an OG of the Vet Radio Syndicate. All right, so as the world continues to spin and seemingly spin out of control, even though it's kind of always been a little crazy here, we're going to distract ourselves for probably most of the show by just talking about sports. But of course, the drunken elephant in the room that's stumbling around Eastern Europe is going to rear its ugly head into our conversation. There's just no getting around it and pretending to ignore it. It's ridiculous. So it'll creep in here some point, sometime. But we've got some hockey for it. We've got some racing for you. We've got some baseball news. We've got a big fight in MMA last night. So yeah, without further ado, let's start bringing on the crew. He's also my co-host on The Bar, which you catch every Saturday night at 2100 Eastern Standard Time-ish. It was a great show last night. We had a lot of fun. If you didn't see it, please go back and check it out. And without further ado, we're going to bring on the pterodactyl. What's going on, brother?
I didn't do the call last night either.
No,
actually, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, is what it is.
It is what it is, man. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Went out with the family to Holy Hill today, and yeah, had a pretty decent day. No hockey this weekend. Next weekend, state tournament. Big week next week. Actually, I seen too, because then she has that Coleman Cup tryout right after state. And when that Coleman Cup tournament goes on, if she's considered one of the top two goalies in that, then she gets on the Wisconsin Selects. So that adds an extra tournament in Duluth to an extra $200 for another season. So, but yeah, that's like an all-star team of the entire state. So it'd be a pretty big deal if she could make it on there. So it's like, I hope she makes it, but at the same time, I don't want to pay.
Right.
And do all the running around.
Welcome to being a hockey dad. All right, we'll bring on the next.
Is what it is.
He is the host of the World Radio Show. You catch every Tuesday on World Radio Entertainment Network. He's also stand-up comedian, United States Marine Corps veteran, and former amateur MMA fighter. What's going on, Pimp? How you doing? What's new? What's happening, Bubba?
What's up, brother? Glad to be on with you tonight. We get an opportunity. I got a funny story I want to tell about a couple veterans.
Oh boy, am I involved in this?
No.
Okay. I would have said fine either way. I don't give a shit. All right. It's all for the lulz, right? All for the lulz. All right. So next up, he's been my friend for almost 3 decades now. I'm getting fucking old. He's my guest. He was a fellow guest at the all-inclusive resort known as Las Pulgas, Camp 43 area in beautiful Camp Pendleton, California, on the shores of the Great Pacific Ocean. Without further ado, he's our MMA expert and our betting contributor as well. So let's bring on and welcome to the church, Mr. Poop Dog. What's going on, brother?
The church, baby boy. The church. Let us proclaim the mysteries of balls and the Lord's That reminds me of a joke. Someone told me that there was a bunch of priests out at Walmart, and then I found out the boys' pants were half price.
Oh, jeez, man.
See, the joke is boys' pants half off, but anyway, it's a joke within a joke. We had an MMA fight last night.
Yeah,
we did, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We had quite a few actually, and poor old Drake and myself took Jorge Masvidal, although he bet $275,000.
Yeah.
So he continues to
Drake
curse. Yeah, the Drake curse keeps going on. We'll get into a whole bunch of that. Let's bring on Pops. He's
I noticed how you didn't mention the Yankee hat. I noticed how you just bring it on Pops. Time to bring on Pops.
Yeah, I gotta find that fucker.
Oh yeah, don't you? Don't
yeah,
you?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I have to ask my wife what I did with
It's
it. I
okay.
might have thrown it away.
Honestly,
Here come the memes again.
Yeah, right.
Here come the memes again. I'll tell you what. I know you're a closet Yankee fan deep down inside, so I'm gonna let you out of the bet.
Okay.
I don't want to do it this time. I know you want to get on here. You want to wear the Yankee hat. You want to talk about the proud tradition of the Yankees.
Oh God, you're really fucking digging it in, aren't
Yeah,
you?
so I mean, it's okay. I'll just let you out. I mean, you didn't wear it today. You know, we don't have to do that. I don't have to make any memes. Let's all that trouble.
Hear that, Carl? He's letting me out.
Yeah.
He's letting me out of it. He's letting me out of it. What a nice guy. If I fucking find it though, I will wear it for sure. All right, so he's my father. We call him Pops. He's our auto racing expert. He's involved either working with race teams, interviewing, doing TV for sports, producing coverage of auto sports. Yeah, I don't know anybody that knows more about it than he does. So let's bring him on and see how he's doing. What's new? What's happening, Pops?
Not a whole heck of a lot. I will tell you this. I had the honor of being classified as he covers everything that is either loud or goes fast. And that means I can probably announce the show because it's very loud at times.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it goes fast when all of a sudden we realize we got a minute to go when George is coming on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going on tonight too. I'm surprised I haven't got a text from him yet. Make sure you get off the time
during the show.
Yeah, probably, more likely. Fukin Censorship is in here. What's going on, brother? Good to see you on another alternate account. So many of our fans here at Vet Radio Syndicate, for one reason or another, have multiple alternate accounts, and sometimes
bad boys.
It's
what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Dude, when the Zuck comes for you, the Zuck comes for you. Yeah,
that's right.
It's hard to keep track of y'all, but Gene's checking in. He had in there. We need baseball back. Yeah, we're gonna get into that too. We're gonna go right into it. As a matter of fact, so latest we've got. There's some weird stuff going on. So MLB came out and said that MLBPA, the union, walked back on their offer and made it even worse. So now we're looking at possibly mid-May if they get something done soon.
Cha-ching!
But they turned around and just a few minutes ago, they agreed to some changes possibly inside of the game. Most notably, basically agreeing to the instituting a pitch clock. So the pitchers will be on a time clock. I don't know what the penalty is going to be, but I'm assuming it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be like an automatic ball. But I believe it's probably going to be like a 25-second pitch clock. So that's interesting. But yeah,
so
like
they're going to punish the batter.
Well,
if it's automatic ball, huh?
Why would they punish the batter?
Yeah.
Well, if it's an automatic ball, that's the batter's fault. I mean, ball strikes. I don't know. It just sounds dumb.
You get 4 balls and you get on base for nothing.
Yeah. So yeah,
I just think
it's their obsession with trying to speed up the game. This is funny. What people don't seem to realize is that once you start changing what makes you great to placate the really loud and uninformed and fanatical crazy people, your product suffers.
Does it look like the United States?
Yeah, a little bit.
I wish that was the case.
I'm not saying that America is going down the hill, but it feels.
I'll
right
say
now,
it.
It feels like Michael Jordan in a Wizards uniform with the inhalator in his hand.
No one's as stupid, bro. Nobody. The Democrats aren't as stupid. No one's as stupid.
Somebody is.
Fine. It's all by design.
But anyways, so
some of it's by design.
It's a controlled
I think
collapse,
some of
man.
it's idiocracy too, though.
back to baseball, anyways.
Yeah.
So the headline: MLB spokesman says Players Association moved backwards with new CBA proposal. So that's great. They did agree to in this proposal they're working up. Players Union agreed to ban the shift, which is fucking awesome. I love that. I hate the shift. It's just no. They're going to implement a pitch clock and make bases larger, subject to those agreements fitting into a total deal.
What's the theory of making bases larger? I don't understand that.
I think that might be like an injury thing.
When's the last time you saw a player get hurt?
A couple of times. Yeah, every year, sure.
I just automatically assumed it was a help out offense because the bigger the base is the tag, the bigger it is the tag.
Well,
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
But
Be safe.
yeah. I mean, I've oh god, because I would love to get my ankles looked at by like an orthopedic surgeon because I'm pretty sure I've got like mutant type ligaments in my ankles because I have literally tried to sprain, dislocate every imaginable ankle injury, and I've only had one, and Dad was there for it because I flipped on my bike and got my foot stuck between the fork
Yeah,
on the
between the
bike.
fork and the rim. That was why.
And it was stuck. They had to take it off to get me out.
I had to take the wheel off to get his leg out from where it was.
Damn.
And I was fine like a day or two later. And like there's something weird going on there. But I many a times rounded the base, caught the front toe of it, and just whoop, and just ate shit. Bam. So I don't know. I don't know how much that's going to be affecting, but here's another thing. The union disputes MLB's characterization, saying major concessions have already been made on its side. No Super 2 class expansion for the draft. No reduction of revenue sharing. No elimination of non-monetary CBT penalties. Accepted uniform patches, decals, a pitch clock, and expanded playoffs. Now, expanded playoffs they're talking about is going to 14-team playoff. That's
They just make our no, ain't no way. we can't get a consensus on a winner with what we got now.
I know. I think it's ridiculous, but it all boils down to money, basically. So
Yeah.
they're going to get more money for that.
Cash is king.
Yes, it is.
The union
Yes, it is.
also rejected and said absolutely not. No robo umps for 2022 or 2023. And MLB wants to do it because it'll streamline the game. And I'm like, okay, the umpires are part of it, and now you have, I don't know how I feel about this, like, because the umpires in the field, they got instant replay to look at anything possibly controversial. With a home plate umpire, one of the things that always drive you insane is umpires, not being consistent is the biggest thing. Like if you're given that lefty, if you're a right-handed batter and you're facing a left-handed pitcher, and that umpire's given that lefty 2 inches off the left side, well, I guess technically it'd be the right side of the plate. As long as he's doing it all day, fine. You can adjust, you crowd the plate, whatever, and just make sure you be ready not to get let them get in your kitchen. But when they're inconsistent, that's hugely frustrating because umpires will mess up. They're human beings, and we expect them to be perfect. But there's no way they're going to. And the problem becomes is they'll make a mistake. They know they made a mistake, and what they'll do, because they're human beings, they'll try and correct that by making a makeup call. Okay, so if they blew a ball, they called it a ball. It was a strike. The next time the guy actually throws a ball, they'll reverse the call. They'll try and make up for it, and that can adversely affect the game. And I've seen it all the way from high school to the major league level, independent baseball. I've seen umpires doing it. It's maddeningly frustrating. Do I want to see? If you're going to do a robo ump, then do it for balls and strikes. It'll be really funny to see managers blow up because now they have nobody to yell at.
Well, the problem is that it takes forever for them to make a decision. I mean, if you want to appeal, If you don't want to appeal, why even have it?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know.
I've talked to several people about football and about baseball, basketball, about the umpires, and it's come back all the same thing. People want it right. A lot of people don't care how long it takes, but get the damn thing right. Be consistent and get it right. So I'm all for them if they want to have an extra camera for balls and strikes only to get it right, make it consistent. I'm all for it, but we don't need a whole damn game governor and that'd just be out of control.
Yeah, I agree. What were you gonna say, Pook?
Sorry, Pook, go ahead.
No, it ain't gonna be funny now because it was funny at the time. It's all right. We can move on to something else.
All right. MLB PA also.
Wait a minute. Luke is saying he had something to say, and then it's not funny.
No, he was kept saying get it right over and over again, and then I was going to interject and say, yeah, Pimp, it's like Bubba Sparks said, get it right, get it tight. But it's not funny now because he's not talking about getting it right. So I'm just not going to say anything, right? What the hell, right?
That was still funny though. I mean, that was still funny.
A little.
That was still funny. Yeah,
not as much.
But it took time.
Yeah. So the MLBPA's latest proposal includes a $5 million reduction in the pre-arbitration bonus pool. It did not include changes to the luxury tax proposal. MLB and the union still to be far apart in negotiations as far as the threshold for the luxury tax. According to the union's threshold for the luxury tax begins at $238 million. And ends at $263 million. MLB's offer starts at $220 million and increases to $230 million. So there's a bit of a gap there. Yeah, it's about time to get these boys in a room and look, millionaires to billionaires. Here's something about negotiation you may have forgotten, old white dudes. It's not about getting everything you want. It's being able to go home and live with yourself and move on. Everybody goes, I deserve this. I'm entitled to this, and I'm going to get it. Well, that's not how life works because the universe don't give a shit. All right? And we don't either. We just want our fucking baseball, you fucks. I mean, seriously, get it together. It's a fucking game. It's a distraction. And I don't know, but we kind of need it after the last couple of fucking years. So
figure it out.
Get it figured out. It's just... It's really frustrating. The whole time I've just been holding hope out against hope, and
so where are you at? Where are you at right now on percentage by having a complete season? I know you were pretty.
No.
I mean having a season at all.
Oh, we'll have a season. We'll get it done.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. The thing I've been counting on, and it just hasn't happened because every fucking thing in the world keeps distracting people. But the pressure will hopefully begin to mount. And the owners, they'll get to it. I was hoping it would come closer, but then some fucking spook and drank too much vodka and was stuck in his freaking Kremlin for 2 years, and now he's thinking all crazy. He's gonna invade another country because he's a fucking idiot. He's not an idiot. He's lost his marbles, is what he's done. Yeah. And that's distracted from everything. Not to make light of it, but could you have waited a couple of weeks so we got this CBA done for baseball? He's sociopath. But eventually, I think, they'll get it done. But look, they're already looking ahead to postponing until mid-May,
which I'll win. That's good for me.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not too good betting with my friends lately. I gotta stop doing that or something. Like make that rule. Like don't bet on the Packers. Don't bet with your friends. But yeah, something will happen. Hopefully, man. It's very frustrating, and they are. The only good thing is they are agreeing to certain things, which is a step forward. But they got like a $20 million gap in that luxury tax they got to work out. The union, of course, wants it to be higher, and MLB wants it to be much lower, and about $18 million difference. And so they've got to hammer that out, and I think the best way to do it, I think they got to get an arbiter in there, and somebody in politics actually has to do something constructive and say, look, we're going to revoke your shit. We're going to revoke your antitrust exemption. So get in this room, we're revoking it, and it'll be a free fall, and you'll all lose a shit fucking ton of money. There's a chance for Biden to actually do something. Brandon could actually step up the plate and get something done. He might be remembered for one thing good. I mean, if he doesn't pass out or stumble through the speech, but
You know what?
We'll see.
No way.
He dumb.
No way,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No way.
Let the Iranians
anyways.
figure it out.
Yeah, let the Iranians figure it out.
They got time.
In the state of the
I'm
of the
sorry.
fucking union. Oh my god, what a fucking pathetic joke. Anyways, yeah, that's all about I got. There was one thing I think I found out that was kind of neat. See if I can find it. Oh yeah, here we go. Just to like give you some hope and something to think about for the baseball season. Title is a fresh blockbuster MLB trade ideas to shake up the landscape during the lockout. So eventually baseball will be back. We all agree. Owners won't lock the players out forever. Eventually we'll see transactions at a breakneck pace as teams rush to get to the field. That's going to be fucking pretty cool. I fully anticipate my phone battery being drained by like half as soon as they get a CBA deal because everybody's going to be doing. Oh man, it's going to be. It's going to be
notification after notification.
Yeah, it's going to be lots of trades and free agent signings and big deals. And look what happened when it looked like the lockout was going to happen. Everybody just went hard to paint and made some big deals. So, like Atlanta's got to replace Freddie Freeman, right? Great Freddie Freeman, future Hall of Famer for sure. So it would MLB. The proposal would be to Atlanta. They get the first baseman Matt Olson from. Oakland, he's a beast. And then Oakland gets outfielder Christian Posh, outfielder Drew Waters, right-hand pitcher Spencer Strider. Good deal for both. It's possible. Let's see if there's any big deals here. Mariners going to hopefully fortify their rotation or infield, so they're going to get third baseman Matt Chapman from Oakland and right-hand pitcher Frankie Montas. To Oakland, they get shortstop Novi Marte, outfielder Mitch Haniger, who that dude's I feel bad if Mitch has to go to Oakland. So I know Mitch. We don't call each other a match outfit to go out for beers all the time, but he is the nephew of a longtime bar owner that I worked for in Cincinnati. So and he stopped by while he was coming into town in the offseason a couple of years ago, and he came in. I instantly recognized him. It was great. Because my boss knew I was a lunatic baseball fan. He's a beast. Right fielder, corner outfielder, left and right, but I think he's played a lot more right. But, yeah, I mean, he'll go to Oakland, then he'll get traded again at the trade deadline in midseason, probably to somebody like the Cubs, the Yankees, Boston, whoever. And they also get right-hand pitcher George Kirby. Angels are looking to make a move, too, and Cincinnati's got one pitcher that they're looking at for sure. Right-handed pitcher Luis Castillo. He finally started putting it together last year. Still a little inconsistent, but he's got a powerful arm. He's when his head's in it, his control is really good, and his pitches are pretty nasty. So he would go to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, of Orange County, of California, of the United States, of Western Hemisphere, of planet Earth. Stupid fucking name. Cincinnati will boost up their outfield and infield with Jordan Adams, Denzer Guzman, and Davis Daniel. So we'll see if that happens. Oh, this one's gonna shake up T a little bit. So this is a theory. These are all theoretical. These are all things that we're dreaming about happening to make things exciting. The New York Mets.
Like in Ukraine, thinking about it happening, dreaming.
The New York Mets would get left-handed relief pitcher, lockdown closer Josh Hader, and Milwaukee get first baseman Dominic Smith, right-handed pitcher JT Ginn, and outfielder Carlos Cortez. Logic being the Mets made some of the bigger headlines before lockout by signing Matt Scherzer, Starling Marte, Mark Canha, Eduardo Escobar, and they're undoubtedly more interested in competitive team in the National League with these moves. But the Mets would still like to add a high-end reliever, and Milwaukee Brewers closer Josh Hader fits that bill. So there you go. Now, I don't know if they're the Brewers are still think they're realistically in the run to win the Central. And if they are, they're probably not going to make that move. But if they think maybe the era is over and they got to retool, then Hader's their most juicy trade bait for sure.
If Corbin Burns has a year like he did last year, they're still in the talks.
Yeah. Josh Paul Jr., what's going on, man? He says no ball this year. And Josh is backing up. He says, yeah, I threw a ball directly down the middle before, and he called a ball as a makeup call. Laugh out loud. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I've seen that. Chris Benoit checking in. What's going on, Chris? Angel Nander's never even messed up. He's just a complete moron. Yeah, well, sometimes people with money, they make weird decisions. Bill Gammons in here. What's going on, man? Julie's checking in. So both our Aussies are in there. Kyle, what's going on, man? How you doing? Kyle, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I hope you're feeling well and doing all right. I talked to Kyle the other day. I won't discuss our conversation, but yeah, he's doing some shit, but he's still going forward. So good for you. Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate it. Make sure everybody share out the show. It helps us tremendously. All right, so that's pretty much all I got for MLB, unless anybody's got any questions for me, and then we'll go to the meat of the show, which is, of course, the UFC fight night last night. So I know Pook's just waiting to go.
Back. I'm the meat.
You're what?
I'm the meat.
You're the meat. We're the bread, brother.
Oh,
You're the meat.
shit.
You're the meat. You're the meat.
Oh, shit, I'm the meat.
Meat.
All right,
Yes,
well, then
meat.
I better bring that meat.
You better bring the heat.
All right.
Bring the heat with the meat.
Bring the heat with the meat. Well, I really want to talk about Kane a little bit, man. What do you guys think about that whole Cain Velasquez situation? What's going on with Kane? And so if you don't know, just to report this, and this is what has been reported. I don't know how much of this is true, but this is what has been reported. His 4-year-old son was molested at daycare, allegedly 100 times by the same individual, and it was charged, released, and once he was released, Kane chased him for like an hour. He had an SUV chase, which ended with the suspect's stepfather getting shot. So Kane is now in custody for shooting the stepfather of the molester of his son, allegedly. So, I mean, it looks like he's going to do some serious jail time. It is in California. If you were to shoot the actual perpetrator, the pedophile, you're probably getting time in California for doing that. But he actually shot the stepfather. Who knows what was raging through his head? Who knows? Maybe the stepfather stepped in front of the son. Who knows what happened? I wasn't there. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's what I do. That's what I do if I was put in that situation." And maybe it would be what I do. If anyone has,
did you hear what Joe Rogan and Michael Bisping had to say on the whole situation?
Yeah, I was listening to the show.
No, I did not.
As it came out, and
no, I did not.
Joe basically said,
Joe
just dragged him out of the car and beat him to death. That's what he said.
Joe Rogan says he wishes he would have ran him off the road and beat the guy to death with his bare hands.
I think he would have had a better chance of getting off in California.
And then when Rogan said that, then Michael Bisping said, and that'd still be too good for that guy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
The fact of the matter, I believe if anyone has grounds for not guilty by reason of insanity, it'd be Kane in this situation, obviously. But I don't think it's going to swing like that. I lived in California. I was in the judicial system, a few times for things that you shouldn't go to court for. I went to court for, like basic self-defense stuff. Someone steals my mother-in-law's handbag. I go try to get it back. Who ends up going to court? Who ends up being the bad boy? You know, I mean, it's stuff like that. I mean, and that's just how it is. That's just how they got it over there. And I think that's by design. I really do. I think it's all by design. I don't think none of this is an accident. None of this stuff where you're allowed to freaking, as long as you don't cause more than $1,000 worth of damage, they're not going to prosecute you. What is that? Are they trying to unhinge society?
I don't know, but
well, I'll tell you what. Since I don't know about you guys, but I was molested myself, and I got a real bad attitude for them type of people. Okay, so if I'm a guy, I would start a collection, and I'd make sure Cain Velasquez had the best damn defensive attorney and the best. Hell, I go get the super attorney, whoever O.J. Simpson had. Get them guys in there, right? And
he has a great legal team.
And defend his ass. They ought to give him the key to the city. Okay, that's what they ought to do. Key to the city. We need to take a stand right now on that type of behavior. I think if there's somebody needs their ass whipped and you shouldn't have any accountability, it's pedophiles.
Yeah.
That's mine. I know VRS don't support that. I'm not speaking for VRS. I'm speaking for myself, being in that position. I think all them subjects ought to be killed and skinned. That's it. That's my opinion.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
I agree, man.
I don't think anyone here. I think we're all fathers here. I think we all agree here. I don't think no one would argue with you there on that one.
Yeah, Chris says people are already donating his money to his legal fees. He's got a GoFundMe up there. A lot of the UFC fighters are rallying around him. And yeah, so look, murder.
I heard he's got some big money behind him.
Here's what prosecutors do.
Big money.
You get in trouble, they find everything they could possibly charge you with, and they charge you with it. Why? Because it gives them negotiating power to plea deal. Yes. Is that attempted murder? Can you look? You have to prove intent to get attempted murder, right? Like, I remember a Marine, me and Pook were in, where he out at Pendleton. He was a black dude, black Marine, dark green Marine, whatever you want to call him. Got beat up by a bunch of skinheads. I don't even know those things fucking existed anymore, but apparently they did, and they paralyzed him. He fought pretty valiantly apparently, but he fucked up a lot of those guys, but they eventually just got the better of him.
Bro, I know,
and they did not charge that guy with those guys with attempted murder because they said they didn't have a chance to prove it, which is bullshit. So remembering that makes me think that they're charging him with 11 counts. The prosecutor may be an idiot. He may not be. It doesn't seem to me if he's laying on those charges because he's expecting a defense attorney and a high-powered defense attorney going, you're not going to get any of this. You really want to go to trial? How about knock it down to these two? Right. And he does 18 months out in 6 and probation for 2 years and fines and all that other shit. And, I mean, Unfortunately, public opinion can sway justice. It always has. It's not supposed to, but it does.
It does. Yeah.
And I think in this case it probably will, as long as people don't forget about the story and stay behind him. That's unfortunate that what happened to the stepfather. Although, Jesus Christ,
maybe he was in on it.
What are you doing rolling with it? Why are you rolling with your step? If you're my stepson, I had a stepdaughter. I loved her. I adored her. She's doing great. I helped turn. I encourage her to turn her life in the right direction. I didn't say I turned it around, but she's great family. She's an RN. She was a fucking nightmare. But if she would have molested some kid 100 times, I've been like, bye, bitch. See ya. I'm not taking a bullet for your ass. You better stay far away from me because you molested whose niece? Oh, nope. No, not that guy. That's who you did. No, I'm out. See you later.
Say hello to Bertha for me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So Bridget's in here. She hosts a podcast called Stand By Survivors and Save Our Children. They talk a lot about the people that are survived molestation, abuse, stuff like that. So glad to see her in here.
Thanks, Bridge.
We started talking about this, so I sent her the link to the show, just like, hey, we're going to talk about the Cain Velasquez case. So she's here, and I'm glad to see her.
It's unfortunate that stepfather got shot, but hey, the company you keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to see anybody instantly get hurt, but or who didn't have anything to do with it.
I mean, here's the thing. Like Roga said, he used a gun. All right, so he used a gun in California. That's like a huge no-no, right? That adds time, right? So you used the gun, right? Not only did he use the gun in California, he shot the wrong guy. So what I'm saying is, even though I'm on Cain's side, guys, I am on Cain's side. When they go to court, it's going to be challenging.
Yeah,
it's going to be very, very challenging. It's going to be very challenging.
But the screwed up thing too is this guy molested a kid 100 times and he's on the streets. How do you even get bail in this situation?
How do you get by 5 times?
Oh crap! You know what?
They take this shit way.
Really missing.
One at a time, guys. Come on.
What about this dude's mother that runs his daycare? And this is not the only kid that's been taken care of. Take care of that mother.
Yeah, she should be charged too if this was going on under her watch.
That's exactly right. That's it. Yes.
In her building. Yeah.
I mean,
she should be.
This is just like all our prosecutors going and suing the drug companies because these drugs led to addiction. Why don't we fucking put the president of the company in jail? Screw this, because you and I are going to pay the fines that this company has to pay because
lock them up. Lock them up. Please do.
I'm saying
we always prosecute the wrong fucking people.
You know, sometimes it feels like they cater to those type of people. Okay, I could take you and show you villages where nothing but pedophiles live in a village. Okay, and they allow them to have their internet. They allow them to have certain sicko things, right? Yeah. And cops know this.
Oh, wait.
They know they're there. They know what's going on.
Something just went off in my head. All right, so I'm outside. That was a few nights ago, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And I'm out front smoking a cigarette, minding my own business, and some lady pulls up, and I see her going to mailbox to mailbox to mailbox. I'm like, what the fuck is? Maybe she's promoting something or whatever. And she rolls up and she goes, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." And she goes, "I put this in your mailbox. We're having an open house just over here, and just wanted to let you know it's okay if I put it in here." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." She rolls off, and I thought real quick, I'm like, maybe I should take a picture of this chick's license, right? Like the car, the license on the car, license plate, whatever. God, get together, bro. Anyways, I go up there and I just grab the piece of paper. Guess what it is? It is this woman's way, apparently, of fulfilling her boo, whatever the fuck this guy is, obligation to notify his neighbors that he's moved into the neighborhood and he's a sexual offender. The guy's a rapist. 2 counts of rape. I remember her face in the car. If I see her again, I'm gonna stop her on the street.
She's into some kinky stuff, if that's the case.
What's that?
Nothing. Nothing.
There's gonna be some furniture moving. Yeah.
I could not believe this. I'm looking at read this dude's rap sheet. Everything's on there. I'm like, holy
damn,
fuck. And I'm like, and I go to Michelle and I'm like, this is why we have this. Okay, that's why we carry these. Because you don't fucking know. I mean, we know he's in the neighborhood. We know where he lives. He's not going to get a very welcome because this is one of the weirdest neighborhoods I've ever lived in. There is, within 1 block going this way, 1 block going this way, probably 8 veteran households, at least. A lot of Marines, too.
A lot of Marines.
A lot of veteran households, like veterans that own those homes. There's a lot of Marines, some Army. I think I think there's some Air Force people because they used to work at like Wright-Patton, they're retired now. But yeah, so good luck to that dude. But anyways, to wrap that up, what he did was stupid, but would I have done the same thing? In a manner of speaking, I would have. I've been a lot more careful and sure about it. But
I'm not sure I would have been. I'd have took out the entire family. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I always take a step back and take a breath. And I know. Well,
I lived through, but I lived through that. I got memories of that, and it's.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean,
it scars you. It does scar you.
I hope cool.
But still, there has not been a word said about the mother that runs the daycare that lets this happen.
I know.
And there's all kinds of other stuff. But the real culprit is that woman running the damn daycare.
Yeah.
Yep. For allowed it going. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Just like I feel like Bill Cosby's wife's accountable. Anyway, never mind.
Pudding, yeah.
She was getting used to that pudding pop money, man.
Putting his dick where it don't belong.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, moving on.
More UFC. UFC, right?
We actually had a fight night last night. So a couple of big ones. So Pook, keep rolling with the meat.
Well, here it is. Here's the meat. I'm bringing the meat.
Meat with the heat. Yeah. Heat with the meat.
Umar Nurmagomedov fought, obviously, a Dagestani, 14-0, a rear naked choke victory. He is the next up-and-comer, right?
He's only got I'm thinking the same guy, right? This is his 5th fight in the UFC?
Let's take a look. I'll take a look. I got him right here. Let me pull him up.
I think before last night, he had
14 wins, 0 losses. He's got...
But not all in the UFC.
No,
I think this was his 5th fight in the UFC. In the 4 previous fights, guess how many times this dude's been hit?
How many times?
Guess.
I don't know. How many times?
12.
Nope. Pimp?
7.
Nope. Pops?
I ain't gonna guess. I have no idea.
Twice.
He's
wow.
He's been hit twice.
He's been hit twice.
Wow.
That's a
hit
maniac.
when I'm on the speed bag.
Yeah. He's been hit freaking twice, man. This guy's a monster. He is going to be, and Pook said he's up and comer. He's going to be the next huge, massive star if he doesn't screw it up. But, which sometimes these guys who beat the shit out of each other, well, they screw up. John Jones, allegedly. Conor McGregor, for sure. So, yeah. But, he's a beast, man. I mean, how'd the fight go last night? For him.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm with you. Rear naked choke submission.
Okay.
I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Happened in the first round, 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the first round. I was just pulling that up. That's why I couldn't remember what round or what the sub was actually. But moving on, we had Greg Hardy again. We saw Greg Hardy face off against Sergey Spivak. What do you think happened there, guys?
I don't know.
Boys won.
Greg Hardy got his ass kicked. TKO punches.
I kind of forgot that Greg Hardy was still fighting.
Well, he was.
To be honest,
I think Greg Hardy forgot he was still fighting.
Man, he was on a hey, let's pull Greg Hardy up. He was on a good win streak for a while.
He was when he first started, but they didn't.
A lot of them getting women.
Yeah. Oh man, he beat the
against
shit
his
out
wife.
of the girls. Oh, he beat. He's good against the girls.
Yeah,
he's lost 3 in a row now. He might be out of the UFC soon.
Yeah,
he's lost four out of his last 6 fights. He's lost all.
Ooh, yeah, he's gone.
He might be gone. That might be the last of Greg Hardy. Hey, he proved that he could beat up people other than women. He did prove that. He had some wins. So he probably proved what he wanted to prove. So it's all good. He had a
over my web camera.
Decent NFL career, and he showed that he could.
Khabib and Showtime both had Showtime Pettis have their league starting up, so you could join one of them. Eagle
Showtime
FC
Pettis is starting his own league.
Yeah, he's got one called Showtime FC. Their first event is in Waukesha.
Oh, it sounds like it's
the hell is Waukesha?
That's the thriving metropolis.
It's west of Milwaukee.
That's where they kill people
Milwaukee
in Christmas parades.
Yeah. No, SUVs kill people in Christmas parades. Don't you dare say a person did it.
No, you allegedly.
Yeah. Okay. Holy shit!
Man,
I'm still trying to figure out. Like,
my son's godmother was at that parade. She saw the whole thing go down.
Did she move? Did she move?
Well, she lives up here, apparently, in the Fond du Lac area. But yeah, she was there. I mean, she wasn't one of the ones that almost got hit. It was like a block away from her, but
that's good.
We saw it go down.
Oh man! All right, so we gotta keep going on. Keep going to the UFC. Keep going.
We keep going. Keep moving forward here. Keep bringing the meat.
Bringing the heat. With
That's
the meat.
what she said. All right. So we got Alex Oliveira, right? The cowboy. No other Oliveira, the cowboy, the guy that's been fighting forever. He fought last night. He fought Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland being the up-and-coming fighter, right? Being the guy that may be challenging for the title next, possibly.
Well, and Holland was on a bit of a losing streak, though, lately. So
let's pull him up. Let's take a look, man.
Didn't he lose his last 2 fights before this one?
I'm going to find out.
He got beat by Brunson, where he was just talking the entire time. Brunson held him on his back the entire time.
Right now, you little playboy. Okay, you're right. Derek Brunson kicked his ass. He got and Marvin Vettori kicked his ass. You're right about that. I do remember those 2 fights.
Yeah,
and
he just talked the entire time.
I'm going to be honest with you. I forgot about those 2 fights. I didn't look at the record. That's perfectly honest. I can be honest. Pook will be perfectly honest with you. But at the post-fight interview, he was talking about challenging for the title, which made me think, well, who wouldn't be promoting themselves, though, right? He tricked me.
Is that Kyle?
I'm thinking the guy, right? I'm thinking the guy.
Tell Kyle, send him a hat. Hey, send his address to me.
Kyle, make sure you hit him with your pimp.
Dana White isn't woke enough to let him do that, though.
Hey, Pimp, that comment is worthy of some entries into the mystery box, yes?
Yeah, tell him he's got 100 mystery box entries, but he has to go like W Entertainment. Tell him go like it.
Okay, Kyle, go over to Woe Entertainment, like it. You're gonna get 100 entries into the mystery box that they give out every year at Warrior Fest in picturesque Kansas City, Kansas.
Can't
But
see Missouri.
yeah, here you go, Missouri. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Wow. Oops. Yeah. But yeah, go over there, give them a like, and then hit up Richie. And if you have any trouble, let me know, and we'll figure it out. But Greg Hardy's going to transition to women, so he can still fight in the UFC. I fucking love it. I love it. Didn't Holland call out Cowboy Cerrone? Ooh, I don't know. Did he? MMA guru.
Am I completely confused here, Chris? I have no idea. What was I drinking last night? What was I smoking last night? I have no idea now. I even watched the fights. I don't even have a clue now. Am I talking about Bryce Mitchell now? Am I getting the Bryce Mitchell interview confused? I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Dude, our listeners are killing it today. Brian Kelly. What's going on, Brian? He goes, Hardy Boy and the mystery of the boy who couldn't. You're killing me, Smalls. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it, brother. That was a good one. That made me laugh, man. I'm all flushed, like just smiling. Like, you guys are killing me tonight. I love it. Where were you guys last night? No, some of you were there.
Yeah, some of them were there. Yeah,
some of them were there.
The bar was fun last night. It was a fun
episode. It was a great time. It was nerve-wracking because, when it's a co-host and a co-host, it's really easy. And then you had a third, and you had a fourth, and you had a fifth, and we had 6. And at one point we had 7 people. Like, it was an actual bar. It was crazy, but it wouldn't run well.
You get a word in edgewise.
Oh, you gotta be quick for sure. But yeah, everybody did great last night, man. I looked at the numbers this morning. I was really pissed because despite it looking like we had a ton of people watching, it didn't really turn out that way. We'll see what happens. It takes 3 days for the numbers to play out, but I had a lot of fun with Heather was on there. Kiana was on there. She's the host of a new show, Slumber Party, every Monday right here on Vet Radio Syndicate.
That is a riot. I don't know if I can keep up with it, but it is a riot.
Oh, they're fucking hilarious, right? They're just batshit crazy. They are crazy. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I think a lot of people's cup of tea, and we're glad to have them. Kiana's awesome. She's doing a lot of good work with her nonprofit, and her website is up there. If you want to pull that up there and pin it, you can do that
sure.
too.
Yeah. I can type it in quick, and then I'll find it and pull it up on screen too.
Chris, I was way too drunk to talk last night. Chris, I was way too drunk to talk last night, and I had 3 hours of radio.
Chris sent me a message on Messenger, like, sorry, I got friends over and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's all good, man. We were just wondering where you were because we always see you.
Yeah. Okay. You're a regular host, or a regular guest, or a regular viewer. You're not there. We're like, huh?
Well, sometimes they get too drunk to type.
You can always one eye it.
That's right. Hit the one in the middle. Type the one in the middle.
Punch the one in the middle. Exactly. Yeah. All right, Poop. Keep rolling, son.
So all right, we established that Holland actually called out Cerrone, and I had to be drunk and high off of my ass. So that's where we're at with that. Bryce Mitchell's fought Edson Barbosa. The unanimous decision. It was a ground and pound, freaking hold him down, make him nervous, smash his face, domination. Bryce Mitchell being the guy wearing the real tree camouflage out there. Did you see that guy out there? Anyway, he is an up-and-coming fighter, and I will take on the audience with that one. I know he is. I know he's an up-and-coming fighter. I know for a fact. Registration is now open. What is this?
Yeah, this is Kiana's site for the Undie Ruck event that they're putting on July 3rd in San Antonio. So this is the site you can go to. You can donate on it. You can register to participate in the event. We're talking about maybe having some VRS tables there to broadcast from the event as well. So
nice.
Yeah, there's the site, undieruck.org. I pinned it, or I didn't pin it, but I did type it into all the
is that the one?
All the pages except no, this will be in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
This event's in San Antonio. Except for the bar page. It didn't post to the bar page for some reason, but it says an error occurred. But every other one you should be able to see it in the comments whatever page you're watching us on right now.
Right on. Hey, Frank Matthew, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Thanks for checking in. Saw you last night on the bar. Appreciate your support. Frank is the HMFIC of Crayon Eaters. Frank, if you want to put in a link to your organization that provides edible crayons for Marines. I mean, all crayons are eatable, right? I mean,
take one box. I'll take a box.
Yeah, there you go. Kyle said, I'll donate. Can't do much exercise. Right on, brother. Hear that.
Kiana did say after the show last night, too, that they got their first registered participant last night after the bar last night. Somebody. Nice. And I think they put in there that they put in the comments that they heard about it on VRS, too. So.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A. All right, go. Let's roll. And we're running out of daylight. All right.
Well, we got RDA fought Renato Canero, and that ended with a unanimous decision. Canario, I'm not saying his name right. Canario. Renato Canario was a tough son of a bitch. If you saw the fight, he was a tough guy. He was what did they call? What did somebody called him? And they posted a tweet, and they called him the Brazilian zombie.
Nice.
He got the crap beat out of him. He never quit. At the end of the fight, RDA had a lot of respect for him, and you could see he didn't really want to put him away. It seemed that way anyway, because he probably could have put him away. There was a time in the fight, I believe it was the final round, the fifth and final round. He had 30 seconds to show the referee anything, or the referee was going to stop the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He showed him enough to finish the fight. So Canero finished the fight, but RDA gets the win. A valiant loss, man. Seriously, a lot. The guy hung in there. Most fighters would have quit. He got the snot beat out of him. More than that, he got beat bloody.
I'm not sure if they're at the same weight class, but is a Korean zombie at the same weight class? Because they gotta have a zombie versus zombie fight then if they're in the same weight class.
Isn't the Korean zombie like 400 years old now at this point?
He had to serve military time. I know that in order to.
Yeah, he missed like 3 years because he was that Korean.
I think this guy's fighting RDA to catch weight of 160. I think they could make that happen, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know, man.
If you're gonna give him the zombie moniker, you got to have him fight the.
You got to have the zombie belt, man.
Yeah,
like at the BMF belt, you got to have the zombie belt.
Yeah, like when they had that BMF belt. Yeah, they got to make a zombie belt. They can put the Walking Dead on it. They can put like the lady with the katana on it and stuff.
Carl,
the kid with the cowboy hat and the sheriff guy. I don't watch much of The Walking Dead. I just know descriptions.
Seen every single episode. Unfortunately, every single one.
The inmates liked it when I used to be a corrections officer, which I hated being a corrections officer. Which is why I'm not one anymore. Well, go. We all got time to get into it. I'll tell that story another time.
Okay, this is the meat. We're bringing the meat.
Meat
with
the meat. Yep.
Colby Covington, George Masvidal, Jorge, as T affectionately calls him, with his Spanish roots.
Jorge.
Now, this was another fight, and it got fight of the night. Colby got fight of the night for it. I don't know. I think he probably deserved it. It was a total hold him down, make him nervous, smash his face fight.
Yeah.
You look at the punch counts. You look at the knockdown counts. It's like there wasn't a fight there. Covington just dominated.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and I must say that I really suspected this was going to happen, and I felt like making Minnie wear that hat is like taking candy from a baby. It's not even right. I feel guilty. I really don't want him to wear the hat now because not only that, a part of me feels like he enjoys the hat. He enjoys the whole.
You're trying to say he doesn't deserve the hat.
He don't. Man, he definitely don't rate that Yankee hat. That's for sure.
guys are assholes. Even my dad throwing me under the fucking bus. You know you're getting your ass kicked when your father throws you under the bus on air.
I wear the Yankees hat. It's totally punishment.
Yeah. Guys are dicks. To you fucks.
Oh.
Yeah, it was no contest though, huh, Poop?
No, man, it was 5 rounds of George Masvidal being held down and getting smashed on.
What the hell happened to that guy, man?
I didn't think he could ever keep up with Colby Covington's wrestling ability, bro. I mean, the fight starts on your feet, but we all know about how we by now we all know how freaking you got to have the ground game. You got to be able to establish the ground game, or you got to be able to keep it on the feet by using good wrestling and takedown defense. And,
that's what I was about to ask you, is because I know I've said it before, I said it again. Like, I have respect for the ground game, of course, but I'd love to see them just stand up and beat the snot out of each other. And is there going to be a swing? Because things go in cycles, right? Or is this permanently established that the only way to be an effective champion in the UFC is to have a monster ground game?
No, man. I mean, for the longest time, that's how it was. You had to have a monster ground game until Chuck Liddell proved to us that, you can sprawl and brawl and be dominant. And that's an exciting way to fight too, right?
Yeah,
avoid getting taken down, avoid being pressed up against the cage, and freaking beat the crap out of your opponent standing up. That is definitely a way to win in the UFC. But
Dan Henderson was that guy too, right? Remember? Just all day, just getting the crap beat out of him on the ground. He'd get up and just one punch. No. They were out. They were done. Jorge became a known fighter because of being Kimbo Slice's little buddy. Oh, okay.
True story, but he won some really impressive street fights, and he's won some really impressive fights inside of the UFC also as well. So
yeah.
what really made him popular was that quick knockout of Askren, which
he was
popular before them. But
he was popular before that, but then he just exploded. Everybody was talking about that. After.
Jesus Christ! Usman said Colby would beat his ass and fuck Jorge's mom. What are you guys doing today? Like, what? I love it. It's crazy. All right, Pook. What else about the fight? Anything else?
We'll wrap up this train wreck of my meat. My meat train wreck. We're gonna wrap up the meat train wreck. We'll bring it around. We'll bring around the meat wagon and park it. All right.
Circle back.
Wagon. Yeah.
Circle back.
We gotta circle back the meat wagon and park it. And next week they got a fight night. I'm probably not gonna be on the air. I got some stuff cooking. I'll figure that out. I'll let you guys know way ahead of time. But not much is happening here upcoming in the UFC here. And
what you could do, Pook, is you could do a pre-recorded thing and email it to me, and I can pull it up and play it during the thing. You have all week to write it out and plan it out. You can do 5-10 minutes, whatever you want. We'll play it and we'll watch it and comment on it with you. It'll be funny. You can do that. You can make it happen.
How many minutes is this?
However many you want. However long you want it to be, man. If you can't make next week's show, just do something.
I don't believe I'm going to be, but I think live chatter is the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you a recording. If you want to use it, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, man. So that wraps up our UFC.
Do it with the Yankees hat on.
One more MMA thing though. Throw in though, because I was checking the Instagrams and everything. JJ's
You're
1
right.
week out from.
You're right.
JJ's 1 week out from his fight.
Good call.
JJ Wilson's got a fight coming up next week.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. Forgot about that.
When is it and where? When is it? Where is it? What time is it?
Let's see here. It's a Bellator fight, so I'm guessing Friday night. I think they usually do their stuff on Friday nights.
Preacher Friday Night Showtime, but
yeah,
you can find it on the interweb probably.
Okay.
I like to stream and cream. You know what I mean?
Okay, so who's he fighting?
I didn't need that image in my.
Well, it's there now. Welcome to being friends with Poop.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
I've been doing it for 25 plus years.
We've been friends long enough. I shouldn't be surprised, right?
I got 2.5 decades on you. Trust me, I know all about this fool. I love him.
All right, let's hear it. So yeah, Bellator 276 fight versus, how do you even say this guy's name? Godsey Rabidanov.
Are you having a stroke?
So yeah, some Russian guy.
Oh no, he's fighting a Russian.
Yeah.
wonderful.
I'm looking up what Sherdog has the odds on.
Yeah, right. New Zealander becomes an American, beats Avon Drago in Bellator this Friday night. I can't wait for that. We're watching it.
Yeah. St. Louis, the fight's in St. Louis. So Richie, you're right in the neighborhood for it.
Yeah, bro, you should go to that fight. Be our in-person contributor there.
Yeah.
I love Jay. I don't even know who JJ Wilson is, Redneck, but he's been on a guest in the bar a couple times, or on Sport Church a couple times.
Oh, yeah?
He's an amazing kid.
And
Great.
Kansas City's on the other side of the state. It's not like he's going to his subdivision. That's what, a 4-hour drive?
3.5.
3.5. Okay.
Yeah, that's nothing.
No, it's nothing.
Nothing.
Couple MMA guys having a conversation. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude. He's a really, really, really. I'll see if I can find the episode and send it to you. He's a great kid. I call him a kid because he's I'm old and he's kind of a kid. He's like
everybody's a kid now.
Yeah.
He's
like a beast. He's a beast.
He's like, what is he, like 19, 20? He's
I
pretty young still.
I met him at the Jewelry Exchange in San Diego. That's where I met the guy. Yeah. I didn't even know. I didn't know he was a pro fighter. I'm like overhearing the story about, like, he was talking about the clothesline that he landed, and I'm like thinking, is this guy talking about a street fight? And then I started looking at this guy. I'm like, I think
this guy,
yeah,
legit.
yeah, that's why I started. And then I invited him on our show, and he said he'd come on the show. Yeah, so he's been a friend of the program ever since. Let's say a friend of the program.
Absolutely.
I thought Sherdog would have odds on here, but I don't see the betting odds on the fight. So,
Odds shark.
Yeah, JJ's 8-0, and then the guy he's fighting is 16-4-1.
Odds shark will probably have it. Odds shark has a lot of MMA lines that other places don't post.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, T, look that up. While we're doing that, Pimp, you have a story for us. Is it sports related?
He can't remember it. It's been a long time.
No, it ain't sports related. One thing I do for a living. All right, one thing I do for a living. I go to auctions. I'm a part-time auctioneer, and I go hang out at auctions, right, buy and sell. All right. So yesterday I went to this auction, and had a lot of veterans there, which is pretty cool. With me, we had something to talk about. And about 3/4 away to the auction, these two veterans, an Army veteran and a Navy veteran, they're best friends. Been best friends for 45 years. They rode to the auction together, right? Well, one of them, the Navy one, said, "Hey, asshole, you're bidding against me, you son of a bitch. Won't you give me that?" He goes, "Sell to me for what you bought it for." Army vet said, "I'll sell it to you for double the price of what I paid for it." Navy vet got mad. He goes, "Well, how about if I just whip your ass for free?" And they started going back and forth real loud, right? And one guy, "Man, you can't whip me." He goes, "You got ED." Real loud. Told him he had ED. He goes, "I don't have ED because I've been banging your wife. She comes over every noon and services me." And the guy's like, "No, I don't. Your wife's been servicing me for 20 years. He said, you got two of my kids." And the Navy guy said, "We owe me child support, you son of a bitch. 20 years worth of child support. Go get my goddamn money." Real loud. The auctioneer was looking at him like, "The?" So I walked down there to try to calm the situation down. And the Army guy said, "You know what I'm going to do, motherfucker? I'm going to take my shit home after I pay for it. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to take you to the front yard. I'm going to whip your ass." He said, "You understand that? I'm whipping your ass." He said, "You couldn't whip my ass if we were young." He said, "You couldn't fight either." I said, "Hey, guys, hey. Neither one of you two want to fight, and you're both glad of it. I'll go home. Get your ass out of here, man." He goes, "You're lucky I ain't got my Viagra." He goes, "Well, you know, your wife don't like it anyway." But they were getting personal, man. I got right in the middle of the auction. And he had women looking at him. The auctioneer, I was dying. I love it. I was drinking big one. Yeah. Yeah. I almost did it, but I didn't. I almost said, "Jerry." But of course, you know, a 6-foot redneck, they throw the redneck out. Okay, they throw me out for,
exactly
being an asshole. But Now, here's the thing: the bid was $6. Okay.
Wow.
The item was a wheel wrench.
Was a what?
Wheel wrench. You know, take off lug nuts with?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what they were fighting over. $6 wheel wrench.
I'm sure they had a lovely ride home. There's no doubt about
Wow.
that. Oh,
I think
God.
only veterans could pull something like that off. Only veterans. But I'm gonna give you something. The auctioneer was a pro. He never stopped. He looked back, and he was still doing his cadence when he looked back at him, and never lost a bid. Kudos to the auctioneer, man. He was outstanding. I was like, damn. I was hoping they'd fight. I'm that asshole. I was hoping they'd fight.
Oh, they're a couple old guys, man. They might freaking throw something out, just throwing a punch, let alone connecting on one another.
Yeah, really.
They said they were both they were 72 years old.
Oh man.
Well, they're youngsters.
72 years old. Them old men, they wouldn't fight fair anyway. They'd be like somebody trying to pull out, his $6 crowbar he just bought or his wheel wrench he just bought.
You're right. You're right about that, right?
They ain't going a minute and a half. They're going 45 seconds. That's all they got. 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everywhere I'm looking says there's no odds yet on the J.J. Wilson fight.
I believe you.
So,
but I want to say that
unfortunately,
that
I
was
don't
funny.
got nothing.
I believe it.
So, what would you do, Pook, if you were at an auction? You seen that break out? What would be your response?
Man, hey, you know
He'd
what?
probably start selling tickets.
He'd be giving over/under. He'd be giving the over/under.
If you were there, Redneck, I'd start cracking jokes with you. We would have had a fun time with the whole thing, man.
Hell yeah, we would have.
Honestly, like you did. It's their 72-year-old guys. You almost wanted to fuse the situation, man. But
yeah,
it's funny. It's a funny story, man. That's funny.
Somehow I'm gonna turn that around, put that on stage.
So Kyle's asking, which is the worst hat to have to wear out of these? The Yankees hat, the Maple Leafs hat, the Lions hat, or the Pacers hat?
Royals hat.
The Lions. The Lions are the Pacers. I mean, who really hates either of those teams? They don't really do anything.
You can't really hate the Lions, man. You feel bad for them.
Lions just lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't think of anybody that really hates the Lions, so I'm going to take that out of the conversation. I can't really think of anybody that hates the Pacers either.
No, take them out.
I can think of people that hated Reggie Miller, but
yeah.
Other than that, you don't hear a lot of hatred towards either of those two teams. So I think, but the Maple Leafs, a lot of people hate the Maple Leafs. A lot of people hate the Yankees. Or there's the flip side, if other people like them. The thing about the Maple Leafs is they don't win anything. they get to the playoffs and they get beat in the first round every year.
Well, that's going to be my question. How many hockey championships have they won?
They haven't won a cup in like 60 years.
Oh, wow.
So
that sounds
damn.
Like, from the way this is reading, outside of the Yankees, which is the hat that was suggested for me to wear in this episode, right? Suggested for me to wear.
Yeah.
He's supposed to wear it or whatever, right? I think he's getting at, maybe you ought to have him wear a loser hat instead. Make him, shame him with a loser like the Lions or the Maple Leafs.
Okay. I see it.
Maybe that's what I'm reading in between the lines there.
Well, I mean, I guess since Minnie's a Red Wings fan, Maple Leafs hat would kind of.
I see. I agree, Pook. I think you're right, Pook. I think you're right.
Well, the whole thing is
that one would hurt a little. That one would hurt a bit.
Hat, and that just gets the L on the top. Maybe you just wear that as a loser hat.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Chicago Bears hat right in front of God and everybody on the internet for everyone to see, man.
Die-hard fan.
We're gonna root for the Bears no matter what, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they've stuck so many daggers in my heart over the years, but it's okay,
Hey, I went through that for, with Kansas City. I went through that for 15 straight years.
You can't say nothing, pimp.
No.
You're not allowed, bro. You're not in
Bear stuck bad.
You're not in that club no more, dude. You've been out of that club for a long time.
Yeah, I got to send letters to you. I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh, unreal.
Well, if you tell football, but if you count baseball, the Royals have sucked just as long as anybody else has.
Yep. You could say that again.
They had that World Series in there. They're a mid-market team. That's what they got. That's what they got. That's how mid-market teams work. I've been a Brewers fan my whole life. We haven't won a pennant at all in my lifetime. I was born when the Brewers were in the World Series the last time they were in the World Series. And they didn't even win that one.
So
I don't
fucking
see you
old.
wearing Brewers hats, dude.
Hey, Daryl, you don't have the slightest idea how bad it is coming from Cincinnati, where the Big Red Machine was just constantly dominating, and then moving to Milwaukee and going to County Stadium for a Sunday afternoon game, and there was 1,300 people there. It was a sellout.
County Stadium.
It was ridiculous.
County Stadium was such a shithole.
Yeah, it was such a shithole. That's where they filmed Major League.
You got Bob Uecker, man. You guys have Bob Uecker. What the hell?
I'm not complaining about Bob Uecker, but yeah, before Miller Park, or no, I guess it's AmFam Stadium, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
AmFam?
It's always gonna be Miller Park. But before that was built, County Stadium was horrible.
Yeah.
That place, you felt like you were going to get herpes just walking into the bathroom.
Yeah, it was a 1970 cookie cutter stadium, man. It was terrible.
No, wait a minute. It wasn't nearly as bad as Wrigley, where they had to put screens up to keep the concrete from falling on your head as you're walking up the aisleway.
And they used to serve old style.
Hey, now. They served old style. Yeah, only ballpark in a neighborhood.
Now, I mean, I'm picking on the ballpark. I'm not picking on the fans because the fans were awesome in Chicago. No fans are bad. Yeah. But that stadium was in terrible shape.
Not according to Michelle. Not according to my wife. They're terrible because the first time she had just come from Chicago where the Reds got their ass beat by the Cubs, and I had just got off of work, and I think she was slightly intoxicated.
Slightly.
Grabbed my hat, my Cubs hat, threw it on the ground, stepped on it. And said, "We don't like Cub fans here," and walked in, and I'm like, this bitch has got to be crazy. I'm going to go say something to her. Her brother stepped in, and her he's a big boy. Not a muscular big boy, but still a big boy. And so I had to do a quick calculation. Can I beat this guy's ass and get into that bar and give her my peace of mind?
Over a hat?
Worth it? Over a hat? Is it worth it?
Over a Cubs hat.
And I'm sitting there looking at him. He goes, "That's my sister." I'm, "That's good, bro. I'm trying to figure something out right now." And I just keep staring at him. And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Just hold on." Nah. Because if I don't knock you out right away, you get a hold of me, it's fucking over. You can just sit on me and fucking kill me, bro. Like you're big enough to pick me up and throw me. Like, no, it's all good. And then I ended up marrying her. So yeah, I like chicks with spunk. I mean, who doesn't?
Did she ever get you another hat?
Does she still throw your hat every once in a while?
She does.
Like when you guys get in arguments
with him in it.
Yeah, well,
with him in it.
What are you doing over there, big boy? I've got a domestic terrorist that's trying to throw.
Bring him up there. I got to see him.
I'm trying. If Michelle comes and corrals him.
Stomping on the Cubs hat while your head's still in it.
It is what it is, I mean,
hell yeah.
Fucking Cubs.
Come here.
Here he comes. All right. Here comes my big guy. There's my James.
All right, James. Fist bump.
Boom.
Bang.
Boom. Love you, big guy.
Bingo.
Oh, yeah? What do you think about the MLB baseball season happening or not? What do you think?
Yeah.
That's why the teams can't get together. He's negotiating.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. All right, Bubba. I love you. Sweet dreams, buddy.
Love you,
Be nice to your mommy for once.
Yeah, he's starting to talk now. Huh?
He's getting there. He's a little behind, but I think I was too. I think boys develop slower anyways. We're not too worried about it yet, but he understands English. He understands everything. He's just not forming sentences yet, but he's got the words. So, we'll see. And if
Damn, he's already better than I am. So what the hell?
Yeah, well, he's still better than you are, but
I know. I mean, I'm about dead. He talks better than me. Shit, I'm way behind.
Chris, I'm sure many will say fucking Cubs when they trade all their players away. Well, Chris, you weren't a fan of the show last year. Pook will explain how that went down.
Yeah.
Remember that?
The Yankees hat?
No,
when the Cubs traded all their players last year. How many
I was trying to clear some stuff off of my screen so I could see you guys better. You know what I mean? I was closing windows and shit. I didn't hear all that. All I heard was you weren't a fan last year. That's what I heard. And I thought about what's relevant, what's going on, right? And I'm like, this guy consistently Welshes on Yankees bets. That's the only connection.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I just filled in blanks here. That's all I was doing. But it's okay. I'm letting you out of this one. I'm letting you out of this one. It's too easy. It was me. I really didn't. I didn't have any chance of having to wear any gay pride shit.
Yeah. Right? Well, we were saying maybe next time you might have to wear a Maple Leafs.
Chris is talking about how he says I was cursing out the Cubs.
Clairvoyant. No, you're clairvoyant, man. You're the opposite.
Clairvoyant.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I called it.
He had ESPN. The guy had ESPN, man. The guy had ESPN. He was like, he
wanted to pay his cable bill. What are you talking about?
ESP.
He knew it was going to happen before it happened. He's got crystal balls, my man. Crystal balls. Okay, the guy's got crystal balls. But here he is. He freaking did his little thing on the Cubs, and they imploded. He said exactly what was going to happen. He said that Anthony Rizzo was going to become a Yankee, and then that's what makes me believe he's a closet Yankee fan. That's why it's like, don't throw me in the briar patch, right? Like the story, right? Don't throw me in the briar patch. Like, that's where he actually wants to go. He actually wants to put on the Yankees hat and start spouting off about how many championships they've won, how many sluggers they've had, Murderers Row, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, blah, blah, freaking blah. He wants to do it, you know?
Roger Maris.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. It's like the guy that every freaking Halloween consistently dresses up in drag, okay? It's the same deal. It's the same deal going on here.
Okay.
I love it. Good times, man. Yeah, Chris.
So you were spot on with the Cubs. You talked about how the Cubs were going to implode, and they did. And you talked about exactly what was going to happen. And you even called they're going to trade him here, who's going there. Yeah, he's going there, he's going there. And you were like spot on. It was incredible. And it's kind of the opposite of what you're doing with this MLB strike situation, lockout, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I can't believe how optimistic you were about this and how pessimistic you were about the Cubs. The Cubs were actually in first place when you made all those predictions.
Yeah, that was weird. They did have a tremendous start. And they continued their start right into the trade.
You're like, this is not. You're like, you read the tea leaves.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I missed the mark on the lockout just because I couldn't detach myself from the emotional hope of it, and that's where I fucked up. Maybe I was trying to will the universe to help me out, but
I didn't think they would have want to lose all the money from opening weekend, so I was you're right. Kind of there too.
Figure we're all as greedy as they are. But
who were you worried about losing the money? The players. Are you worried about these millionaires losing money, or are you worried about the billionaires losing money?
I'm saying I thought that both sides wouldn't want to lose the money, so that they would strike a deal before opening weekend got canceled. That's why I misread it.
They don't work. It's not about money for them because they're so damn rich.
Yeah, it's all about winning, unfortunately, and it's that. And when I knew things kind of took a turn for the worse is when they rejected a federal arbitrator, and that's I'm like, oh fuck, they're really far apart at this point. So yeah, anyways, we got to get some racing in still. So
okay, this is crazy. Alex Bowman won for his 8th win. He's got the 48 car. It's the car owned by Jeff Gordon. And he came into a overtime, I guess you want to call it runoff, with Kyle Larson, and Larson didn't win for a change. So while he's won
Gets boring when you win all the time.
33 races. Imagine that 1/3 of the races he's won.
Yeah.
The last 33 races. But anyway, he
Richard Petty, who?
But I don't know. I mean, Larson is phenomenal talent. But Alex Bowman is coming on strong. He's got the 48 car now, and looks like he's got a future again. It was in doubt because he I don't know what it is. He's got no glamour to him, and that's probably what it is. He doesn't have the sparkle that other people do. At least not what Jeff Gordon had. And it's hard to say because he's in the 48 car, and the 48 car didn't show much sparkle, to be honest with you. They just won everything. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how this works out for him. On the IndyCar scene, I have to announce that I made a big mistake. I looked at the wrong calendar. Then the next race for IndyCar is Texas next week. The XPEL 375 at Texas Motor Speedway. So that'll be an awesome oval race. They get the schedule all. I really looked at the wrong schedule completely. They get Texas, then they go to Long Beach, then they go to Alabama for the Birmingham race, and then they go to Indy for the road race, and then the Indianapolis 500. So I had it all backwards. And then the other thing that's going on is that Formula One is juggling their books, trying to figure out what they're going to do with the Russian driver. And
I think they already did figure it out, didn't they?
Yeah, that's done.
They just announced it today that he's out.
Okay.
That Haas said, no, we're not going to do it anymore. And they've announced a Pietro Fittipaldi is going to be their test driver next week because that's their test week. They don't have a permanent driver replacement yet. It's about a $25 million loss for Haas because that's what Mazepin's dad was putting in.
Well, it's a loss. It's not. It didn't come out of his pocket. It's just not going in, right?
Right.
Okay.
Still, no, it's coming out of his pocket now.
Yeah, unless he finds somebody else to.
Well, he's got to find somebody else.
I'd be on the phone with some Ukrainian
$$1 million sponsor at this time of the season.
Go call up Burisma. Call up the president. Get him some hookers and some crack, and Haas has got his $25 million like that. Have Hunter buy paint some pictures, sell them, and then finance the rest of the year like that. I mean, just saying.
There's ways.
There's ways. It's fucking world.
That is so crazy. But Formula One has eliminated their Russia race, and they had contracts for 2023 to 2025 in Russia for a site other than Sochi, and they've canceled those too. So, which was a big surprise. But
yeah,
I mean, they had to do something, but it's a surprising that they did at this time of the year. So, it's I don't know. I just worry about us making stupid moves.
We made one today.
What do we do now?
We okayed Poland. We're gonna do a swap. So
we're gonna give Poland some aircraft, and Poland's gonna give them some aircraft that they know how to fly.
Yeah.
Why is there a problem?
Doesn't Poland have A-10s? I thought we gave them to them. Because that 40-mile-long convoy just seems a little right for the picking.
You don't have Ukrainians know how to fly.
No kidding. And it's been here a while, damn it.
You have volunteers. You have volunteers just like the Russians had in Korea.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, they fucking had them there. They had them there. If you ever go
damn right they did.
If you ever watch a show called, I think it's called Dog Fights on the History Channel, and there's one where a saber pilot was fighting a MiG-15, and he's like, this guy, I'm good, and this guy's he's really good, and like I just can't get it. And we actually got to a point where they're doing yo-yos, where they're going like this and keep coming back, trying to get the turn on each other. And one of the times they get up, and the guy just flips him off. He goes, "That's not a North Korean. That's a Russian. No way, North Korea could even know that expression." Yeah.
Right.
So, anyways,
No, I don't think that we can possibly let one of our airmen fall into their hands.
I'm pretty sure there's some Ukrainian born or possibly related former Air Force pilots or Polish pilots or Moldovan pilots.
But you can't let a NATO related person be captured.
Okay, fine. Hire some Indian guys in order to fly those MiGs, because Indians been buying fighter jets and equipment from Russia for years.
That's true.
You know, one of those guys has got to be pretty good.
Or just call the Expendables. They're out of work.
They are out of work. They're also getting very old, though.
Well, I know, but
hey, if somebody sent me something, I won't say who it was, and hopefully my wife's not listening, even though she knows the story. But yeah, somebody sent me something there that he goes, "Hey, you want to go?" I'm like, "How much?" He goes, $2,000 a day. I'm like, or $2,000 a month. I'm like, equipment paid for, flight paid for, ammunition paid for. I'm like, I look at my wife. She goes, "Nope." I'm like, "Fuck."
Wait a minute. Did you just see that comment just up? We got Russians at Lakeland? Lakeland
Air Force Base. I believe it.
Kiana said to bring the Expendables too.
Yes. See what I said? Did I say that? I'd bring. Yep. All right. Let's keep going on with the race. We got to keep going.
We're done.
We're done. All right.
We're done.
All right. So we got any hockey or anything else like that going on?
Oh, we got a little bit. We had
a fight at a game the other day.
Yeah. So the crowd,
awesome.
Actually, the crowd. So
that was awesome.
San Jose got beat by the Nashville Predators 8-0, and Sharks fans upset about how bad their team was doing decided to take it out on some Nashville fans that were in the crowd. So I actually have the video queued up. So just give me a second here, and I
don't have it
share
queued
the
up.
Screen. I got it. I just
That's a
need
lie.
To hit share.
Yeah.
I just need to hit share.
Fake news.
Fake news.
It's
I wonder if Facebook will knock us for playing.
No, it's crowd camera, so it's not the broadcast.
Copyrighted, yeah.
So it shouldn't be copyrighted. So we should be good to watch this.
We'll see tomorrow when I try to upload it to YouTube.
Yeah.
So
you see after the show.
You can see the woman in the Pecorine jersey just getting mugged over here by the.
That's why you should be armed.
fans.
I'm just saying, that's just. God, I mean, I know I was that asshole in my 20s, but Jesus.
Look at it. She's
like
getting her face pounded there.
Yeah.
I'll go back a few seconds. But yeah, this guy just got some crazy shots in here.
Jesus Christ. I'm that old man back here drinking beer. That's me right now.
No, you can see security coming in trying to escort this Predator fan out of here.
By the way, that's a job you never want.
This guy,
security.
This fat guy just rushes her.
Yeah, he did.
His opening just rushes her.
So it is true. It is true what they say.
What's that?
They say you go to a fight and a hockey game breaks out.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically.
Pook,
well, this one, the hockey game stopped for it.
We did do that, yeah.
Yeah, the World Cup, they were fighting off firecrackers in the stands and punching one another. Left and
nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
We did that. Remember that? He's gone. He gone.
Shit.
Anyway, Mexico.
No, that's my fault. I meant to hit remove on the video, and I accidentally
removed yourself.
I removed Mini instead of removing the video.
Get Mini out of there.
Get him out.
Bring
That
the
was,
Yankee
that was
hat.
an accident.
Don't let him back on until he puts the Yankee hat on.
He's been waiting all show. He's been waiting all show for that.
Oh, shit.
Good job, Pook. Good job, Pook.
What a fucker.
All right. I got another video. I got another hockey video. I'm just waiting for it to load up. But there was a pretty gnarly injury in the AHL today. Prospect for the Philadelphia Flyers had to be stretchered off the ice after this incident. This is from AHL TV. I'm not going to play the volume on it just because I don't want us to get flagged for playing it.
It's still
I don't
probably
know.
going to hit us.
Oh, then I won't play it.
Dicks.
Yeah. If it's
Damn it.
somebody's copyrighted shit, they'll hit us for it.
Well, it's off of
for the video we did last week.
it's off of AHL TV, which is a subscription service like the NHL thing
John?
was that
What?
we had.
What
Did they nail
pop?
us for the video from last week?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I'll have to double check, though. Actually, I'll look right now, to be honest with you. Tell you. But, yeah, keep going, T.
So then, other than that, earlier in the week, with the Capitals games, there's been a lot of people with signs coming out and protesting Alex Ovechkin for not taking a strong enough stance against Putin, which we talked a little bit about that last week with Dominic Hasek calling him what was he call him, a color or chicken shit or something, which, and like I said last week, Ovechkin's family is in Russia. So, he came out, he said no war, and that's what some of the people had on their signs. I don't know how much more you're going to get out of the guy because Russia makes people disappear. And
he's got family there. He didn't fucking sign the fucking invasion order. He didn't do anything. What's happened to him, I think, is complete and utter fucking bullshit. You want to call somebody out, fine. That's great. Good for you. But what the fuck? He's just an athlete playing a fucking game.
And then the other thing too is
why aren't they trying to? I'm sorry.
Last year, Artemi Panarin came out and was saying stuff against Putin, and all of a sudden, allegations came out that he was a woman beater. Just mysteriously showed up in the American presses that this guy's beating women after he was critical of Putin. Like the Russians didn't insert that story into our media to cause issues for the guy.
Where's Roy Jones Jr.?
Weird.
Where's Roy Jones Jr.? Why isn't anybody talking about that dude? That dude's banging.
Yeah.
He was banging. He's one of Putin's boys. He goes to see him all the time, doing blow off of gorgeous level 10 Russian hookers on a regular, and nobody's calling to cancel him. Oh, that's because he's got different melatonin. He's got a higher amount of melatonin. That's why.
I get the frustration. Yeah, it's just, you're not going to get
stupid people.
You're not going to
use their anger and they misplace it. That's what stupid people do. They take anger and frustration and they misplace it.
Or scared people. People.
True, too, but scared, stupid.
Yep, almost same.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. Otherwise, hockey-wise, also Chris just sent me a story here that Ilya Kovalchuk is selling his mansion in New Jersey, former NHL superstar. So that's up for sale.
Thanks, God.
If you want to own former pro athletes.
We're not laughing at you, T. We're laughing at the comment.
Yeah.
Preferably used.
Hey. All right, keep going. Keep going, T. Sorry.
Yeah, there was also just the Chicago media kind of was getting made fun of earlier in the week because now they have both the Jones brothers, Seth and Caleb Jones, are playing for the Blackhawks, and they tried to air something saying they're the first siblings to play with each other. So there's tons of tons of memes going out because he had twin brothers that played with each other for the Canucks and the Sedins, and there's been other siblings. I think one team even had 3 siblings on it at the same time. Maybe I know the Stahl brothers all played together with the Hurricanes, and so there's been quite a few. And so the
Hanson brothers for the Charlestown Chiefs. I mean,
if you want to go into movies too, I guess. So yeah,
that was a movie.
So they're getting, the Chicago media was getting hammered a bit.
Good.
And then
other sports wise,
we had a was a women's basketball player get arrested in Russia?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought
drug-
that up. So
The drug sniffing dogs.
What's our State Department? What is our
Bullshit.
State Department doing now?
Bullshit. What happened? See, what happened is she was going through customs, and they went. Several Russian customs agents went straight to her bag, and I went hard in the paint trying to research this. They went straight to her bag and went straight to what? Here, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm gonna.
Are you whispering at me, Pimp?
I gotta go back.
They
Go
pulled.
back up and find the
They pulled
story.
one of
I'm
these
sorry.
out of her pocket, out of her box. Okay, and it had CBD as well as THC in there, and they just went straight to it. Boom. Something smells in Denmark. Now, for the educated folks, you'll understand what that means. But yeah, bullshit setup. They not saying that she didn't have it, but what I'm saying is that they just went straight to it and found it right away. I call bullshit. I think that's just it's just a little. Look, one of the favorite things that tyrannical sociopaths like to do, they like to play little fuck games. That's a little fuck game. This woman is looking at 10 years for having this in her luggage. 10 fucking years. No drug sniffing dog in the fucking world can detect this.
No.
They can't.
I walked right by one last night. I was at a high school basketball game in Indiana.
Yeah.
I freaking fired up my rig right in front of the cop. Like, and I was prepared if he walked up, this CBD, bro.
Yeah. So
we're gonna put together a bail fund for Pook because he's gonna get his ass.
Yeah, right.
I put 20 on it. I got 20 for him.
I'd be there with him too. All right. So, anything else before we wrap this up? And we've got 14 minutes. Well,
Hey, I just
Where's this other story?
I got some wisdom.
You got some wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to.
Well, wisdom is a form of nostalgia that usually arises and it manifests itself because of a lot of mistakes. So I totally believe you.
Yes, I got some wisdom. All right. Something that's really getting on my damn nerves in this country, well, all over the world. But listen, if you buy something and the manufacturer of that product screws up, don't cut up your shit and break it. You bought it. You paid for it.
Yeah.
Use it. Like Russian vodka. Don't break it and pour it out.
Yeah,
drink it, sell it, and don't buy no more. Right?
Yeah.
Carhartt.
I still wear
Carhartt, for example.
Yep.
If you don't want Carhartt, peel the fucking tag off the Carhartt. Wear it because it's cold. Goddamn, it's cold right now.
Yeah,
wear your Carhartt.
Made.
When you're done, donate to somebody who needs it worse than you, and don't buy no more Carhartt. But that's stupid, tearing up your shit, and burning up because you're mad. That's dumb.
You gotta help me.
You paid for it.
Carhartt.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Carhartt?
Oh,
Carhartt mandated. Yeah, all their people to get mandated for the shot or the fire.
The vaccines, yeah, Carhartt mandated the vaccine for anybody that works there.
Pimp, you're not fully vaccinated until you're dead, bro. You know that, right?
Right.
Here we go.
I don't care. I ain't vaccinated at all.
I
drink too much. You gotta keep. Hey, I don't care how many shots you got. You gotta keep getting them.
Here's my vaccine right here. Here's my vaccine right here.
I don't do mandates because I'm not gay.
I told you.
You're overdue for a booster right now, T. You're overdue for a booster, my man. You need a booster.
I don't need a booster.
Hang
You need a booster.
I got
my
the
booster.
Rona. I got it. It was
I did
confirmed.
too.
It was confirmed. It was when Michelle. It was when we did that 4-hour show. T. She went down to Cincinnati because James had an appointment. She had an appointment the same day. So she went down there, spend time with family, go out and get hammered with her girlfriends, and talk shit to me on the bar. Remember, she kept saying all kinds of stuff. Radio was like, "Yeah, stop it. We get it. Minnie's sexy." I'm like, But she got the test, and the doctor called her, and he's like, "Yeah, your levels, what is it? Antibody levels are through the roof." She's like, "Yeah, you literally just got over the Rona," and she's like, "Yeah, that's what we thought." So yeah, we went through it, but it was a good version. It was look, I've had flus that crushed me.
Yeah, yes.
When Pops
food poisoning.
Our apartment building in Chicago burnt down, and I got the flu immediately after that because my first instinct was, well, find shelter. So we got an extended stay suite type thing, and then I went to the bar and got shit faced because I was a little pissed because I'm pretty sure all my shit was gone. And and then a couple days later, I had to start next semester of college, and I was like, oh my god, I am so fucking sick. Like, it was crushing. I was still in my 20s, and I was just like, oh, I can't get out of bed. The Omicron that I got, and I'm not taking away from the almost 1 million people that died. Let's be honest.
Allegedly,
yeah. A lot of those people, something was going to kill
from
them.
the vax.
Something was going to kill them,
Yes.
right?
Or a booster, for that matter.
But this was 3 days of a sore throat, sneezing, coughing, a little bit of lung, and my eyes were watering like crazy, like just pouring water, just pouring fucking water. And then I was like, I was over that, and then for about I don't know, 4 to 7 days, I was like the typical flu, like the weakness, like when you get out of your chair and like, oh shit, like that took a little bit more effort than it should have. And then I was fine. And Michelle, actually, for once, she's the one with the wicked immune system. She it took her about 2 weeks to get over it. It really crushed her. She lost 15 pounds.
I lost 19 pounds. I lost 19 pounds. It took me 5 days to get over it, but I got a side effect. When I turn my head, I get dizzy and almost pass out.
Ooh, that's weird. My wife chiming in. He was a big crybaby. I was not.
Big crybaby.
I was not.
Let me tell you the story about the fire. This is
God. Richard Pryor started, basically.
We're in an apartment complex in Chicago,
right?
And it's as far out of the county as I can, because I don't like that county. Cook County is, but anyway, but it's a neighborhood that they won't deliver pizza after 9 o'clock at night. Okay?
No.
Okay. All right.
And so earlier in the day, the fire alarm goes off twice. And that's just because kids are playing with the fire alarm. Well, anyway, it's now about 9 o'clock at night, and the fire alarm goes off. I go, oh, it's those damn kids. I go to open the door to go yell at the kids, and I open the door. Now, there's a light fixture right outside my door. I can't see the light fixture. The smoke gets so heavy.
Oh, damn.
And I slam the door and yell at John, get the cats. We got a fire. Now, one thing you've got to understand, you don't want to try to pick up a cat that smells smoke when you don't have a shirt on, because they just cling. And you walk around the room with the cat clung to you. But anyway, we pack up the cats. John goes over the balcony railing to the outside, clambers down 2 stories. There's a 3-story building or 4-story building, but we were on the 3rd floor.
Oh, yeah. Well, the firefighters like, stay there. We're good. And the window next to us blows on. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm climbing. I'm jumping from the 2nd story, basically. So good luck with that.
I'm out on the porch sitting in a lawn chair with my. The only thing I brought was my computer, and it was a company computer, no less. But anyway, I'm sitting out there, and they're putting. They finally got a ladder truck there. And putting ladders up and let everybody off, and they got the couple above me, and it was an old lady. I said, "Just take her. Don't worry about me." Until the window blew out. When the window blew out, I said, "I'm next." Oh God, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was good times for sure.
And it was cold, man. It was, I don't know what, maybe 10 degrees. And drizzly. Ooh, it was ugly. But we survived until the cats. Yeah, those John's cats. Anyway, I get a call at work. The cats got out. This is from the motel. And I go, what do you mean the cats got out? I can't find the cats. So I take off from work, drive an hour or whatever home, and looking around, can't find the cats. And I mean, I've been looking under the bed, looking in the closets. No, I can't find the cats. I got to look under the beds again. I do. And there's a lump underneath the bed. The cats got up into the I don't know what, the cloth covering on the bottom of the mattress,
Okay.
They were just laying up there asleep.
Fucking
They weren't
assholes.
lost. They were just comfortable.
Yeah. All right, time for final thoughts because we are running up against the dot. So, who was first in? I think it was T, right?
Yeah, I
He was
think
first in.
I was the first.
All
one
right,
tonight,
first
yeah.
in, first out. What's your final
All right.
thoughts, brother?
Well, obviously, take care of each other out there. We try to do these shows to provide some kind of entertainment and also to be a distraction. So, if you got any issues, let us know. We're all willing to talk. Other than that, hey, veteran artists like Pook, what'd you think of that song I was playing before the show? Because
I think that Wolf Like Me was way different music than what they're putting out right now, or than the Lone Wolf.
Yeah,
but it was. I mean, he didn't tell a lie, did he?
No, it was all good. But yeah, I had Topher. He's an Air Force vet that was on that. TMR had a new song. The Holy War 3 just came out, and DQer had that Enemy 2 album come out. So go support some veteran artists or veteran-owned businesses that as well.
Absolutely. Pimp.
We make a lot of jokes about life and things going on, but I want to give my heartfelt, sincere love to our brothers and sisters over Ukraine right now. I also want to give our love to our brothers and sisters of Russia who have nothing to do with this crap, who are getting shot because of protests and all this. Man, the Great Spirit loves you guys. I've set up some prayers for you guys. I'd love to tell you it's going to get better, but I can't. It's war is hell. It's going to continue to be hell. So just hold on. That's all I can say. Just hold on. I love you guys over there. If you're watching this right now, you got people to care about you. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. I preach this all the time on my network. I'm going to preach it here. 22 veterans a day commit suicide, and we don't like that number. That number sucks. That's a bad number. 12 teenagers a day commit suicide. That's bad. Life hasn't even started for you guys yet. And I know, don't worry about what some kid tells you in school, because that school's a small part of your life. When you're out and he's pumping gas, and you're out being tech, making a lot of money running tech, screw him. Don't worry about the bullying. You could call us too. Veterans could call us. Teens could call us. We'll make you laugh. If we can't make you laugh, can't sing to you, we'll find somebody that will. We love you guys. We want you to stay around. Help make this world a better place. We don't need all the same kind of people. Life would be dull.
Roger that.
Let's win this fight together.
Pook, what you got? You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds, bro. Well, if I only got 30 seconds, I'm just going to say one thing. All right, I posted this on Facebook, and no one seemed to pay much attention. There's a video of and it's also a Daily Mail article about the virus, and that there's been genetic material that was patented by Moderna found inside the virus. How they get that? Right? I mean, come on, you got to be fucking kidding me, right? And when I make these jokes about you're not fully vaxxed until you're dead, it's a freaking joke. It's like you keep taking the vaccination, you're gonna end up dead. That's the joke. That's the joke of it.
I know. I like playing with it too, though.
But yeah, but the whole thing, the whole thing is like maybe this whole war is a distraction away from the COVID lies. I'm just saying, just food for thought. Look up Event 201. Look up UN Agenda 2030. Look up UN Agenda 21. Here's the thing. Putin, this is the fact. This is another fact.
You're like 45 seconds past your 30 seconds.
All right, Putin was a member. Putin was a member of that Young Leaders, that Klaus Schwab Young Leaders. He was a graduate of that class. This is facts. These are all facts, man. And that's all. Hey, look it up for yourself. DM me if you want to talk.
Charles Schwab.
All right, sounds good. Don't get him distracted. Pops.
Klaus Schwab.
You gotta get out of here.
Hey,
Klaus. Klaus.
Everything Poop said. Okay.
Yeah. My final thoughts. Hey, remember, never take a permanent solution with temporary problem. I've been there, done that. Got the members only jacket. That fucking close to calling it a day forever. So trust me, I've been there. When I lost my second wife, holy shit, it was brutal. So reach out. Contact Bound to Stress. I know we're not conditioned or really taught to do that, but it's bullshit. Just reach out. It's all right. You're a beast, man. You're a beast. You raise your right hand. or female. You raise your right hand. You signed your life away for how many years? That's gangster. All right. So it doesn't mean you can't ask for help. Fuck that. Other than that, Kyle, put a comment. He says, Minnie, I'm coming to see you. My bucket list is almost done. You're on it, brother. Fucking, you know how proud that makes me that you want to come and see me and on your bucket list. That's insane. I don't even know how to process that, dude. But thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the show and sharing out. Love and light to you all, like my hippie wife says, and have a good night. God bless. And I truly mean that.